Innovation. Current, past, future. Madam Contest Master, fellow Toastmasters, distinguished guests. Innovations. We're surrounded by them. Who among us has not been marveled at some of the innovations that we've dealt with in this century? Every time I reach in my pocket and pull this out, pretty manly cover, isn't it? Every time I am amazed at what this can do. And just last week, I figured out you can make calls with this thing. They tell me that there is as much technology in this as there was in the Apollo moonshot. Isn't that incredible? But I'm here to tell you that as much technology as we have today, it does not hold a candle to the technology of the 1950s. Show of hands. Let's see those 1950 people. Oh yeah, you can tell. Okay. I have here a list of the top innovations of the 1950s. Number 1. Color TV. And what would color TV be without our second innovation? TV dinners. The third innovation was microwave ovens. The fourth, disposable diapers. And the fifth, which is my wife's personal favorite, Mr. Pighead. Mine, however, was an innovation that has impacted me my entire life. That innovation, the bedwetting machine. Oh, tell me you never heard of a bed. I didn't see that look in your face. You never heard of a bedwetting machine? Come on. It's one of the greatest innovations of the 1950s. What was it? It was a piece of plastic, rubberized, about as long as your arm, square. Embedded in that were bare wires, about every inch apart, and they ran across. And at the end they came and were attached to an alarm. And that alarm was plugged into the outlet. And every night, my mom would say, "Brucey, come to bed." And she would lay this down on my bed and cover it with a sheet like I wasn't going to know. So I lay down and said, "Mom, what's this?" "Oh, that's nothing." "Nothing? It's a telephone pole on my back." Now, I recall never really being kissed goodnight, and it's affected me. But now I realize my father was an electrician, and as soon as I lay down on this thing, he started going like this. My mother would always put me to bed with gloves on. I'm not talking those so flexible you can pick up a dime gloves. I'm talking those industrial high voltage gloves. So just before we went to bed, she would arm it. Arm it? Oh yeah. And she'd shut off the lights. And she'd say, "Okay, Brucey, you and your brother sleep tight." And it would become quiet. And then without warning, oh man! The buzzers would go off, there were lights flashing, it was absolutely incredible! You look out the window, there was a hazmat team on the front yard, SEAL Team 6 was on the roof, they were coming through the windows, it was nuts! Fire trucks, police cars, holy cow! Dr. Phil was you up? I was petrified. So she would take me off to our one little bathroom, and then she would put another sheet down. Okay, go to bed. And my brothers would come to me and say, Bruce, you do that again and we're going to beat the... Oh, you know the rest of that story. Now, I want you to know, this has absolutely no effect on me throughout my life. Get off! But whenever I'm at a party and a fire truck goes by, what do you think? The good news is, though, that this has been a benefit to my life. We have a lot of hurricanes in Wilmington, a lot of power lines to it now. And my friends say, Bruce, stay away from the live power lines. Live power lines? I slip on more voltage than jumping through that. The future. I'm waiting for iPhone 13. You know the one with the bedwetting app.